5 most boring places in Wales. The word boring is loaded and often unfair. What one person sees as dull, another sees as calm. When we describe a place as boring, we're usually talking about a lack of nightlife, entertainment, or things to do. But here's the truth. Not everyone wants buzz and busyness. Some people are looking for simplicity, stillness, and affordability. In this video, we take a respectful look at 5 towns in Wales that are commonly labelled boring by locals or visitors, but we'll also show you the quieter beauty that might be hidden underneath. 5. Ebbw Vale. Nestled in the South Wales valleys, Ebbw Vale was once a proud steelworking town. It was busy, bold, and full of energy. But like many industrial towns, when the steelworks shut down, things began to slow down dramatically. One of the most striking examples of this was Festival Park, once a bustling shopping centre that became known as a ghost shopping centre in local headlines. Eventually, it was sold off in 2021 as part of a redevelopment effort. Today, the town has wide streets, quiet retail spaces, and a slow pace of life that some find a little too quiet. There's a cinema, a few local shops, and an impressive view of the valley, but not much in the way of major attractions or nightlife. That's why some call it boring. But here's the flip side. For people who are tired of urban chaos, Ebbw Vale offers something different. You can get a home here for a fraction of Cardiff prices. The town is walkable, the people are friendly, and the mountains are right on your doorstep. If you're looking for a peaceful, affordable life with fresh air and plenty of space, Ebbw Vale might surprise you. And it's not without ambition. The town is currently undergoing changes. From updated housing projects to improvements in local infrastructure, there's hope that Ebbw Vale's quiet charm may one day be seen as a strength, not a weakness. 4. Lamperta. Lamperta is a university town in Ceredigion. It's home to the smallest university in Wales and the 3rd oldest in the UK. But beyond its academic history, not much really happens here, and that's part of its reputation. Lamperta made headlines when The Telegraph included it in its list of the UK's most boring towns. There are no big shopping centres, no theme parks, and nightlife is very limited. Once you've walked through the high street, you've pretty much seen it all. If you're used to city life, Lamperta can feel like an extended Sunday afternoon, quiet, unchanging, and deeply uneventful. But what Lamperta lacks in excitement, it makes up for in quiet charm. It's the kind of place where you know your neighbours, where the butcher remembers your name, and where students and locals mix over tea rather than tequila. It's surrounded by green hills, and it's just a short drive to the coast or the Cambrian mountains. Lamperta has its fans. Writers, academics, artists, and nature lovers find inspiration in its slower rhythm. There are community events, book fairs, and small-scale cultural life, if you know where to look. It may not wow you on arrival, but over time, it grows on you like a favourite old jumper. Warm, familiar, and just what you need. 3. Bangor. When people hear the word Bangor, they expect a bustling seaside vibe. It's on the North Wales coast near Snowdonia, and it's home to a university. What's not to love? Well, according to a recent Which survey, Bangor was voted the worst seaside town in the UK, with a satisfaction score of just 42%. Visitors called it drab, unwelcoming, and depressing. Many shops are boarded up, the town centre feels run down, and there isn't much in the way of classic seaside charm like arcades or promenade cafes. Bangor's university keeps parts of the town alive, especially during term time. But outside the academic calendar, things can feel very quiet. Locals often go to nearby places like Llandudno or Caernarfon for shopping or leisure. Still, Bangor has its strengths. The surrounding nature is breathtaking, including the Menai Strait and nearby Penrhyn Castle. Housing is affordable, the train connections are good, and it's within striking distance of Snowdonia's hiking trails. If you can see past the tired high street, Bangor offers a balance of coastal calm and mountainous adventure. And if you're the kind of person who'd take a walk through a forest over a stroll through a shopping centre, Bangor could be exactly your kind of town. It's not loud, flashy, or trendy, but it is authentic, affordable, and surrounded by some of the UK's most stunning natural scenery. 2. Llanelli. Llanelli, located in Carmarthenshire, has a proud industrial past and passionate rugby culture, but in recent years, it's often been described as a town that's lost its spark. The town centre has one of the highest shop vacancy rates in Wales, around 14.6%, and even major retailers like Aldi have shut their doors. That's left locals with fewer options and little reason to hang around the high street. The town has been labelled dreary in local media, especially when compared to nearby Swansea, and visitors expecting a lively coastal scene may walk away disappointed. The truth is, Llanelli is a town in between, no longer thriving but not yet fully transformed. However, it's not all doom and gloom. Llanelli still has beautiful coastal spots like the Millennium Coastal Park and Llanelli Beach. The local rugby club, the Scarlets, keeps community pride strong, and there are regeneration plans in the works. Llanelli may not be exciting right now, but for those looking for a quieter, more affordable life by the sea, it still holds promise. For families, it offers good schools and peaceful neighbourhoods. For retirees, it provides fresh air and long walks. And for artists or remote workers, it might be just the blank canvas they've been searching for. 1. Tonypandy. At the top of this list is Tonypandy, a town in the Rhondda Valley that was once buzzing with coal miners, markets and energy. Today, it's described by many as a pretty basic valleys town. The high street has struggled for years, and like many post-industrial communities in South Wales, Tonypandy hasn't fully recovered from the loss of its economic backbone. There aren't many big attractions here. Entertainment options are minimal, and shopping choices are limited. Locals often travel to Cardiff or Pontypridd for variety. Even those who live here acknowledge that not much happens. But there's another side to Tonypandy. It's affordable, deeply rooted in working-class history, and surrounded by green hills. For some, the quiet pace, the tight-knit community, and the scenic surroundings make it the perfect place to settle down. While young people might find it dull, families and retirees might find it just right. Tonypandy's location is also a hidden strength. You're within reach of Cardiff, yet far enough to avoid its high costs and fast pace. The town has good bus and train links, making it a surprisingly convenient base. It may not be flashy or fast-moving, but for those seeking simplicity, Tonypandy might just hit the sweet spot. Boring isn't always a bad thing. For some, it's exactly what they're looking for. Whether you're escaping the city or seeking simplicity, these 5 Welsh towns might not thrill you, but they might just heal you. After all, sometimes the quietest places speak the loudest. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.